What's up, Bird's Nest Podcast? It's your boy Jbird Gaming, and alongside my co-host Ayzo Gaming. You know
What's
the
up,
vibes.
man? What's up?
And like I said, before we get into the actual podcast part of the video or the podcast or whatever you're listening to,
The podcast in general.
we just like to say Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Well, Christmas is gonna be this Sunday following the podcast dropping Friday. So we just would like to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, and we hope you have plenty of gifts. And if you don't have plenty of gifts, we hope you spend plenty of time with your family and friends. But with that being said, Ayzo, is there anything you'd like to say to our, the audience out there, Christmas wise?
For if you guys can't tell, I got a new microphone again. So if you haven't seen, I'm probably gonna do a little review on that. So go check that out and kind of let us know how this sounds. But besides that, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and possibly a Happy New Year's. I don't know how that'll go next week with the podcast and everything. So we'll go ahead. We'll just say Happy New Year's if nothing happens.
And you mentioned the mic. I don't mean to cut you off, but we finally got a new chair.
Hey, new chair.
I'm not sitting down in this broken down. You know what I'm saying, bro? This was so your boy has finally got himself a Christmas gift. And I decided it was time for an upgrade, something a bit more comfortable, just something better than nothing.
Hey, hold on, wait.
Word. You know hey. W chairs, man. We match. W match.
W chairs. So but yeah, I want to say Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year. I hope everybody is spending a lot of time with their family, as you should be. And just enjoying the holidays, taking a break from work and all the other crazy things we know you guys have going on in your life, and same thing here with us, so but we will take that and go away from that, go ahead and get straight into it. So Jbird, as you know, and I know a lot of fantasy people right now are probably sucking this up, and they're probably hurting with this, but Jalen Hurts getting hurt and them starting Gardner Minshew. What do you think? Do you think Gardner Minshew still has that swagger in him, what do you think that with this happening, what do you think is going to happen with Jalen Hurts' MVP chances and his little push to get the MVP this year? Because he's had an amazing season, but injuries always suck. So,
but I feel like Gardner Minshew could definitely hold it down for the Eagles, or for at least 1 week, or however long Jalen Hurts will be out. I don't know if they came out with a specific time frame for that. But I actually like Gardner Minshew back in, when he was in Jacksonville. That's a lot where a lot of people recognize him from. With the mustache. He doesn't have the mustache anymore, does he? He has like a beard now. He has a full-grown beard now.
I think he's. Well, I don't know. Does he got the goatee just going on? I can't remember.
I don't even, like I said, man, I don't remember him since the Jaguars. I think he played on a team before the Eagles, didn't he? Or was it just the Jaguars to the Eagles? Pretty sure it was just the Jaguars.
I think it was just Jaguars. He came from like Mississippi State or something, and then started playing. I can't remember exactly how that goes.
I think he can hold it down, for however long he needs to. I mean, we've seen what he can do in Jacksonville as a starting quarterback. I mean, he got them wins, he's a very competitive quarterback. A very entertaining quarterback, and I think he can hold it down for the Eagles. And
he's a swaggy quarterback. I like that.
Yeah, without a doubt. And whenever it comes to Jalen Hurts' MVP campaign, I definitely do think this hurts him a little bit. No pun intended. And because I feel like Patrick Mahomes is still playing at a very superb level, and if he just continues playing at the level that he is without Hurts competing against him, I definitely could see Patrick Mahomes surpassing him in the MVP race and obtaining that MVP award, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's just my thoughts on the situation. I don't know how long Jalen Hurts will be out. But Ayzo, now I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on the situation?
Well, I mean, it's simple. First off, I'm going to speak on a personal level. See, I'm in, congratulations to me. I'm in my first fantasy playoff ever. And right now, I don't have either one of these guys. I don't have Gardner Minshew or Jalen Hurts, but I do have Devontae Smith on my team. So, from my point of view, I hope Gardner Minshew really does pull some Minshew magic, and, probably, specifically at Devontae Smith, for, probably about 40 points, but that's his point. Anyways, I know that Minshew on a real note, getting out of it. I know Minshew can do it. We've seen him do it, but I think the main thing is just whether he's still like is he still got that swagger? Like I said, a lot of people don't like the swagger in some guys like Johnny Manziel, Money Manziel, or like Baker Mayfield. Like some people don't like that, but Minshew had that, and when he did have that, it's kind of like almost Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's like Ryan Fitzpatrick-ish, like when he would like wear he would go put the gold chains on and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
had the glasses.
Yeah. So basically, like I said, and you guys are seeing the cuts too now. Like I said it in the last podcast, we have plenty of cutouts and screw ups. So you guys, it's not perfect. So you guys, you can laugh and enjoy the fun cuts that we always have, or at least once. It always happens at least once. But it kind of, like I said, he's just gotta have the swagger. Like if you can, like if he thinks he looks good and stuff, look good, feel good, play good, all that type of stuff. So if he can get in that mindset and not just be nervous, then I think he'll be all right. He knows how to win ball games. He's done it. It's just a matter if he does it or not on a different team, So it's really in his hands. It ain't like he's got obviously the weapons to do it with Devontae Smith,
AJ Brown, and Miles Sanders. Even he got some targets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can in an offensive line that's playing like crazy. So
superb right now.
So he can definitely get it done. It's just a matter of fact if he can take the pressure off his shoulders and just play ball. So, but Jalen Hurts with the injury, to answer that, obviously it's gonna affect him some. It's just a matter of fact of how fast he comes back. I don't think it's that serious of an injury from what I think. I looked at. I could be wrong. If somebody could text and comment under this and say that he had a torn ACL, I'm not exactly sure, but from what I've read, it's
I think it's like a shoulder injury, something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. So it could be something, but as long as he's able to come back, playoff time, because they don't give the MVP out till like right before the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
So as long as he comes back in time to obviously make the playoffs and make a run, then I think he'll be okay. Just because they don't want to give it to Patrick Mahomes, that's how I look at it. But it's just really however that plays out, But if he's able to come back here shortly, I think he'll be fine. I don't think nothing much is going to change. So without a doubt. And going back, like kind of going ahead and jumping topics now. About 2 weeks ago, we talked about the upcoming
big Naruto announcement. It was huge. It was huge.
And sadly, we were completely wrong.
Yeah, and I actually wanted to ask you, like before we get into the actual question, were you a bit underwhelmed or like not really disappointed, but like, because like you said, we had very high expectations coming into this announcement. Like we were expecting a movie, a new anime, or like, what I'm saying? We just expected something super brand new. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Boruto jump. Anyways.
So what do you like? What were your thoughts like when you heard the official announcement?
Okay, before we say what it is, I don't want to say underwhelmed is the word. It's just not what I was expecting. I'm not disappointed in it. Like I'm not mad at what it is, because obviously if you watched, I think it was last week's episode, or the week before that, you obviously know who my favorite character is. So this don't necessarily bother me as much. But for other people, I could definitely see where it's disappointing for them. So if you're not me, and it sounds really cocky, but it's just the honest truth. If you're not me and this guy's not somebody you wanted to see, then I could see where you could be pretty upset. Unless but it's a manga, so I haven't read it. This could be something completely cheesy. I don't know. But if it's what I think it is, then I think it's pretty dope.
And since, I'm saying, they see where we're coming from now, do you want to give the official question? Or like, what I'm saying?
Well, are you disappointed? Are you disappointed with what it is?
And for those who don't know, they announced that they're making a Sasuke spinoff, right? Yeah. So they're making like a Sasuke spinoff.
Yeah.
And to give my honest to God answer, I'm not disappointed as per se, like you said. I do just expect it. I expected more. You know what I mean? Like I would have rather seen like a Shisui like spinoff, like a manga about Shisui or about Minato. I was wanting to see somebody that they never really talked about.
Well, it's not a manga, it's a show.
Oh, or even a show. I'd rather see like a spinoff of one of those characters that they haven't really touched on too much. But I'm fine with it being a Sasuke spinoff. I think that'd be very entertaining. Sasuke is, like you said, one hell of a character. I think he's a lot of people's favorite character. So you definitely can't go wrong with a Sasuke spinoff. But yeah, like you said, I'm not necessarily disappointed. It was unexpected. I'll say that much for sure.
Well, it's just the main thing with me. Like, I'm not disappointed, but they're calling it or it's from the thing Sasuke Rasputin or something like that. And I don't know necessarily what it is. I don't know what it's about. I don't know when it takes place.
Yeah,
I'm not. I haven't looked that much into it. If you had to take my guess on it from somebody who has read it, I would think it's the time in between when Sasuke and Naruto finish fighting. And he just left the village, and he's got to learn how to fight with one hand and all that kind of stuff.
So kind of like right before Boruto, kind of.
Yeah. Like still like 18-year-old Sasuke away from the village. You know,
low key.
Like if you think about it from, like if you're like if you think about it from that perspective, if it's young, which I don't know, I could be wrong because it's already a manga, so it's already written in stone what it is, and I just haven't researched it because I kind of want to be spoiled when the show comes out. Because it's coming out in January. It's coming out next year, like early this year, like coming up. It's not like a long time away. So I think if it's something where it's Sasuke in his younger days, but still after the events of Naruto, I think it could really be an interesting show because you got to think he just got his arm blown off. Boruto's same, but he got his other arm though, but Sasuke didn't take that. Obviously, he only has one arm now. So I think him learning how to fight with his sword one-handed, learning how to do one-handed jutsus, things like that. I think that could make for a very interesting show outside of him coming, because he wasn't always like how I joked about him. He wasn't always the guardian of the mist from the shadow, or guardian of the hidden leaf from the shadows or whatever. He was. He kind of just left the village. They told him he had to leave. They told him he had to leave. So I think it could get very serious and a very good show, and they might can even introduce some characters or have some things. Maybe even do some flashbacks with Itachi, some more in-depth Itachi, Shisui stuff could come in and play into that. Like obviously we was watching Naruto, but you'd always end up with a Itachi episode or a Shisui episode. Like literally. One, they might only have one or two, but they would have them.
Flash.
It just cut out for a second.
We good though?
No, not yet. Okay, now we good. Must be getting like a notification.
Nah, yeah, probably my fault.
And watch this. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna be like in. Watch this. We're gonna lock in. We're
good.
Watch. Told you guys that would happen again. Anyways, but yeah, I think it would be very interesting in the sense of what it could be, and what they can really make it, but it could be something completely different than what obviously we're making it out to be. It could be something completely cheesy of Sasuke, but if it's what I think it is, then I think it's going to be pretty awesome.
Nah, yeah. And it'd be a great opportunity. Like you said, I don't know if like how they went about it, but it'd be a great opportunity to introduce some new characters as well. Like, because maybe they could make it where someone trained Sasuke to, to be able to use one arm, because like that's hard to just learn by yourself. You know what I mean? So I'm very curious to see how this show pans out. Like I said, I haven't really looked into it too much. Like I'm not really disappointed. It just was very. It definitely surprised me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they were gonna go that route, but I can definitely see why they went that route, because I mean it's Sasuke, man. Who doesn't love Sasuke, man?
Yep. It's like we also used to always make the joke. The show's called Naruto, not Sasuke.
Facts. Absolutely. So it's cool that he's finally actually getting getting love shown. You know what I'm saying? He's getting love shown his way, and I'm glad they. I think that'll be good. I think it'll be good. Let's hope they don't disappoint.
Yeah.
But speaking of disappointment,
we're
gonna get into our wrestling topic of the podcast, and one thing I was curious, Ayzo. Which match disappointed you the most out of all the matches you've ever watched in your entire life, WWE wise? Like, which was the most disappointing WWE match ever in your eyes?
As a kid, man, and if it's hard to say if your match don't include the Undertaker, I don't know what else it can include really, but
without a doubt.
Obviously, mine's going to be, if you know I'm talking about the Undertaker, is the ending of the streak. Which I believe is at WrestleMania 31.
I don't remember the exact
30?
date. I don't remember which WrestleMania it was, but I do vividly remember which WrestleMania you're talking about.
Yep. So with that being said, man, I just don't think it was done right.
Nah, yeah. I think letting Brock Lesnar dethrone him definitely wasn't the move. I think they could have and this is your disappointing match, so I'll let you touch on that.
Well, I think it's just there could have been more respected superstars at the time, because like at the time I believe Brock Lesnar, this is when he was still on and off of wrestling.
Yeah.
Right, like, or it might have been like the last piece before, right before. Yeah, like it might have been right before.
He had just returned from UFC.
Again?
Around that time, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's tough to say, like he wasn't very respected enough at the time, and this might have been the last time.
Respected enough. I just feel like the previous opponents, and you can touch on this some more. Like Triple H even should have been the one to dethrone him. You know what I'm saying? I think there were just other options they could have went with, more like you said, more respectable options that would have been okay. That's understandable. But Brock Lesnar, I don't know. I feel like
and I can kind of play too, and I didn't even think about this, because he's lost twice.
Yeah.
The second time was the Roman Reigns. Like he came back to he beat Brock Lesnar, and this is before
the tribal chief.
Yeah, before that. So this
when they was calling bro the big dog, something like that.
This is my house or something.
Yeah,
my yard or whatever. But yeah, like Brock Lesnar beating him, kind of dumb. Didn't really think that. Then he comes out the next year. No, everybody thinks he's done, which is respect. He lost his match or whatever. He faces Bray Wyatt, beats Bray Wyatt in a very non-entertaining, too much match because he's getting on up there. And then the next year he just comes out and loses again, like he's just another match.
Yeah, like a jobber match.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Nah, yeah.
So, with that being said, I think that obviously the first match is going to take over the second one. So I would think that because you've had guys like John Cena and all these other guys come out and and you give it to like OG wrestlers, but you want to give it to to the newer guys or the guys who's kind of taking over it now. I know Brock Lesnar's been in it for a while, but you know what I'm saying? That's been loyal to the WWE. Like nobody else is, been there. Like and I just think that it could have been done better. I think that if they were going to do it, it should have either been that last bit with Shawn Michaels,
exactly,
or the second match, or obviously it shouldn't happen the first match, but the second match, they could have done it there, or Triple H. I think they did it twice too, so his second match could have definitely been one of the ones that would have.
It should have been Triple H or Shawn Michaels, without a doubt. In my opinion, it should have been Shawn Michaels or Triple H to dethrone the Undertaker. But it is what it is.
Just to because how much respect there is there. Because there was nobody that ever really had the upper hand on him. Like when you had any other match with the Undertaker, you never really felt like WrestleMania 24. I remember it vividly because Edge is one of my favorite wrestlers. And you knew Edge, Edge was so dominant, but you knew he wasn't going to win that match. Like there's no match that I can think in my head anytime that
where you just expect the Undertaker to lose.
Like obviously he's lost matches on Raw, whatever. But like you go into you go into the WrestleMania, he's not going to lose. That's how you look at it. He's just not going to lose. So I don't. It happens, I guess, but. And I guess I can agree to the fact it had to happen at some point, or did it?
Yeah.
Did it have to happen? That's kind of like the main question here, but it is what it is. But that is my most disappointing though. I kind of ran it on for a little too long about that.
No, I think that's a great answer though.
It's a great answer. But it's the truth. I don't think it should have happened like it did. But,
I agree. I feel like and to answer your question about should it have ended. I feel like unless it was going to be the Shawn Michaels or Triple H, no. I feel like they should have just left it at that. You know what I'm saying? Have it be the longest reigning undefeated WrestleMania streak of all time. I think that'd be something to hang your hat on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have never been beat at WrestleMania, and that can never be topped unless somebody surpasses that number, but he can still have that undefeated streak. You know what I'm saying? Now he doesn't have that. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that. but it's still, I mean, it's still cool. I mean, he's still a first ballot Hall of Famer. But to answer the previous question at hand,
yep,
I'll go more recent even, and I'll say my most disappointing match would definitely have to be between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble. I think it was 2022, if I'm not mistaken. I could be bugging, but yeah, I'd have to say Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at Royal Rumble. They opened up Royal Rumble, so obviously I don't think anybody expected it to be like I don't think anybody expected Roman to lose. But I definitely think we deserve the better outcome. Like, literally, for those who don't know, it literally was just a squash match. Roman Reigns just beat the crap out of Seth Rollins until Roman Reigns got disqualified. He hit for those who that watch wrestling, if you remember that Shield moment where Seth Rollins slapped Roman Reigns in the back with the chair, Roman Reigns did that same thing to Seth Rollins at Royal Rumble and got disqualified. He still retained his titles, but he just lost the match, which I feel like was just a lame way to go about that match. And ever since then, they just haven't really built off of that rivalry. You know what I'm saying? When they most definitely could have. They most definitely could have.
They're kind of getting back on it now that after this past Monday, but kind of. But it was him and
definitely foreshadow.
KO fighting the Usos, right?
My gosh. Oh yeah, did my camera do the thing again? Or are we good?
No, you're good.
Okay. I thought my fault. But like you said, they mentioned it on Monday Night Raw, and there's definitely some foreshadow there. You can definitely say that they're hinting at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna happen in the future. But I just feel like I don't think Seth should have won then, but I think they definitely could have built off of that following. But I understand they had Brock Lesnar and all that going on. So I just was disappointed.
It is what it is,
as a WWE fan, I was so disappointed, bro. I don't know why. I was just disappointed as heck.
It happens too, and it is what it is. But that's not a bad match because with Seth Rollins, and I guess that's kind of why, like, now we kind of anticipate a Seth Rollins dethroning as much as we do to kind of make up for what we got the last time they fought, like on a real note. So I think that. Oh, sorry. I think that's a very good way to put it, So I 100% agree with you on that, and they could have just done it better. It's just like one of those things, like we we're just talking about, like with Brock Lesnar and Undertaker. It could have just been better. Did they have a hell of a match? Yeah, they did. I'll say it was a good match.
It was hella squash. No. You talking about? Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about Undertaker and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But like it was a hell of a match. Yeah, but the Undertaker wins those matches. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And just like with yours.
If I wasn't gonna choose if I didn't choose Seth versus Roman Reigns, I definitely would have chose what you chose, because I think for anybody I think everybody can agree that was such a disappointing match. Like, Undertaker definitely shouldn't have lost that soon. I think it was too soon.
I can't even remember what it was. It was like 21-1 or something like that.
Nah, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
but to move on from the wrestling topic, unless there was anything else you would like to talk about.
No, I think that was pretty much it. We kind of hit the nail on the head. So like you're saying, like we're about to jump. Obviously we got like our topics. We should basically break these things down at this point, like gaming versus whatever. So we're going to jump into our little gaming topic. Okay, so our gaming topic is basically just, and this could have been a bird of the word, but we're kind of keeping it outside of that. We got better ones for that because holidays and stuff. So
Christmas is approaching.
So we got a red pill versus blue pill, and I'm gonna put the decisions on the screen. Yep, whole lot of pills, drugs. Anyways, no. Anyways, we do not condone we do not condone the use of drugs on the Bird Nest podcast. Anyways, so basically, this is what side you're taking, and when I mention these, make sure to go down immediately. Comment what you would pick.
What pill would you take?
Hey, so, and with that being said, while you're down there, hit the like button. Subscribe.
If you haven't already, subscribe. I mean, subscribe.
Yeah, just while you're down there, it takes 2 seconds. We appreciate it. Anyways, but so the red side, we got obviously Red Dead Redemption 2, the new Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, Mario Odyssey, and my banger NCAA 14.
Yeah, I definitely think that's what's definitely.
Could be a deciding factor.
But yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And then
Absolutely.
the blue side is not weak by no means. So we got Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo 3, God of War, Zelda, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or what is that?
NBA Street Volume
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, so that's a very OG game.
OG for sure.
So, all right. So, I'll let you go first. This one was particularly your idea. So, which one you pick? Which one you picking? I kind of feel what side you're going to take. But
it's tough. This is a very tough one because, like you said, there's candidates for each side that's like, oh, I want to kind of keep that one. And also keep in mind, guys, whichever pill you do take, the other side will be erased from history forever.
Yeah, like
so
you can never play those games again.
I would never be able to play NCAA football 14 ever again. So this is a tough one for sure. So I guess the one I would probably take would probably be the red pill. I mean, I love like GTA 5. But I mean, I never really played Halo like that, so that's out of the question for me. Same with God of War and Zelda. The only game on that side that I played was GTA 5 and NBA Street. But I mean, come on, man. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, you cannot, like, that's one of the greatest story modes of all time. One of the best Rockstar games, in my opinion. And I know Modern Warfare 2 ain't the best COD, but it's a decent COD. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really play Elden Ring, but obviously it's a great game. I mean, people love that game.
It won
I
game
don't
of the
really
year.
play Mario. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It literally won Game of the Year. So it's something there. You know what I mean? And then what really put the nail in the coffin for me, NCAA 14 or NCAA football 14. I mean, you just can't go wrong with that pill. You know what I'm saying? And I obviously can't go wrong with the blue pill as well. So don't let me, you know what I'm saying, steer anybody away from taking the blue pill.
Well,
but
let me just be honest with mine with this. And normally, you know, like sometimes, and this is not pre-recorded or anything.
Nah, yeah.
Obviously, like with us choosing, and this is being honest truth. Normally, like we might like to play devil's advocate and pick the other one and try to argue this out, but on my end, you can't. I don't think you can. I don't think I can argue picking. Like if I went side by side here. Okay, so I'm gonna compare them like this. So you got Red Dead Redemption 2 versus GTA 5. I'm picking Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay.
Now, okay, I would probably choose GTA 5 on that one just because I mean, like you have to admit though, online GTA was better than online Red Dead Redemption.
Well, it's two different. Well, they did it two different ways. It was there wasn't as much like in depth in Red Dead 2. It was good. It was a good story online mode. You could do a lot of stuff. But
now the story was superb.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like the online part, you can still do a lot of stuff with your buddies. Obviously, it's like GTA 5, just not as like you can't go buy a house and do all the little nitpicky stuff. So it kind of takes away from that. Modern Warfare 2 versus Halo 3. Now I gotta give it to Halo. Now the multiplayer, I'm gonna give it to COD because I didn't really like Halo 3 multiplayer or nothing like that. I didn't really play it. So, or if it even had any at all, I'm not sure. So,
see, I don't even got to give my opinion on that one. I mean, y'all know where I stand with Halo. So,
yeah. Elden Ring versus God of War is tough for me to say because I haven't played either one of these games yet. But if I had to say anything, I'm picking God of War probably. So I got 2 wins right now. So technically for me, Blue Pill is winning on this side right now. But this is when it all goes down here for Blue Pill. Mario Odyssey. I'm picking Mario over Zelda any day. So
I haven't played neither. So
like here's Zelda. Just like get out of here. And if you're really about to argue with me that freaking NBA Street is better than NCAA 14, I'm not being a hater of basketball games, but it is in NCAA 14. Like,
nah, yeah. I mean, it's just not comparable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, NBA Street was a classic. It was fun. It was entertaining. But NCAA football 14 was in its own category. Yeah, it was just amazing.
There's a reason why. I mean, there's some guys that want NBA Street, but I don't know a single soul that's a sports game fan that doesn't beg for another NCAA game right now. Facts. So, and we've already had that topic coming to 2024. Anyways, God. But
so I'm assuming you're taking the red pill.
Yeah, right? yeah. I'm taking the red pill.
That's fair.
You know, it's just the I just feel like it's no competition at the end of the day. Obviously, Halo 3, God of War, Ragnarok, some strong contenders, but they don't carry the side enough to, you know, win it for me.
Yeah.
So I got the core into this list. I got Red Dead in 3. No, in 4.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, I got Red Dead in 4.
Literally, I mean, you can't go wrong with the red pill. I mean, like literally, I mean, it really what really capped it off for me because it might have been debatable with GTA 5 and God of War and all that stuff. But NCAA 14 being on the red pill side, I mean, you just can't go wrong with the red pill. I mean, you got Red Dead Redemption, possibly one of the greatest story mode games I've ever played. Then you got NCAA 14, probably one of the best football games ever. You know what I'm saying? To ever exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, you really can't go wrong with the red pill. So I guess we're both red pill candidates. Word.
Yep. Red pill candidates. No blue pills around here.
Word. Absolutely.
But yeah, man. It's that time, and as we also know, it's the Christmas edition. Now time for the Bird is the Word segment. And if you guys tuned in last week, last week was my week, which I believe was game characters.
Yeah, so, top 3 video game characters.
Yep. So
now it's my week.
It's Jbird's week.
The Bird is the Word segment of the podcast, the most exciting segment of all the podcast history.
And it is a segment.
Hey, word. And so my question to you, Ayzo, and to the audience out there watching and listening on all platforms, make sure you follow us and subscribe and things of that nature. But the question at hand is, what are your top 3 favorite Christmas movies? Hey,
okay.
Can't go wrong with that one.
Oh, God. Here we go. All right. This is where it gets fun. Okay. All right. I already know my number 1 is, so that's not that bad.
That's fair.
Okay, so mine's going to be cheesy. Mine's a very cheesy, quick list, and it's probably going to be my quickest Bird is the Word topic I've ever talked about. It sounds bad to say that, but it's just the truth. But I'm going to have to go with, here we go. At number 3, it's going to get wild.
Okay. Any honorable mentions or no?
I'm going to have to think on that. Right now, I'm going number 3. I got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's fair.
Very basic. And I'm talking about the OG one, like with the claymation figures or however they made that one. That's the one that I really liked. Oh shit. Hold on, I just thought of another one. Okay, so never mind. I do have an honorable mention. Oh, I don't know which one to put there. Okay, all right. Scratch that. Rudolph's going to the honorable mention. Just because it was one of those movies, and it's awesome kids movie. So I got to kind of like mature it a little bit, just a little bit.
That's fair.
Not saying this movie I'm not about to mention is not a kids movie, because it's probably more of that than anything. But I'm going to go at number 3, Elf. I think Elf needs to be.
What's his name?
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. Yeah. Classic. That's a classic without a doubt.
I love that.
Can't go wrong with that one.
So that's going to have to go at my 3 spot, because it just is a very entertaining movie. It's funny. It's classic family friendly funny. You don't need all this over dramatic stuff. It's just classic comedy. Funny stuff.
Yeah.
Number two is going to have to be the Grinch. Like the OG Grinch, like where he's in there like. like you know what I'm saying? Like that's the one that I like. It's just such a classic. I'm going with classics. It's hard not to. Oh, I forgot another one, but it's okay. But it's not gonna be in my top 3.
I hope you don't say them, because without these, I don't know what I'm gonna choose.
Yeah, my number 1's not gonna be that one. But I wish I would have thought of this one earlier. But it is what it is. I don't think it's gonna go in my top 3 anyways. So number 2 obviously was the Grinch. It's OG. It's a classic. It's a really good, like, it's friendly, funny, and it's just hilarious. It's a good movie. If you haven't watched the Grinch, I'm sorry.
You're missing out.
You're
missing out, bro.
And I haven't seen the new one that they came out with or whatever, but it's obviously that's not my thing. So I like the OGs. But my number one, and this is kind of
drum roll, please.
And this might come out of nowhere randomly, maybe for some people. It's an old movie, so you gotta like we say the Grinch, and obviously Elf is older movies. No, this movie is old. It's old. So my number 1 pick in the Christmas movie draft is going to be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The OG. Like, I'm talking about where he's trying to buy the pool and like,
I actually never watched that. That's a good one
oh
though.
my
I
God.
never watched that.
You
I'm missing
never
out.
seen it? It's
Nah,
so
I'm missing
good, dude.
out.
So it's like, it's that OG funny. Like, it's kind of like the adult movies, you know?
Mhm.
Like I can just remember his name's, I think his name's Clark Griswold, the Griswold family. And he's out there and he's thinking about getting his Christmas bonus. He wants to buy a pool and stuff. And I'm talking about like, he has like this neighbor that he thinks is cute. And like, they're sitting there having family friend time. And he's sitting there drinking eggnog. And he's sitting there looking out the window. And all he pictures is this pool and this girl in his bathing suit jumping into the pool and stuff and like throwing a bikini off. That's like a classic. It's a family movie, but it's like one of those first movies you like show your kids, like that kind of has like a little bit of vulgar stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? So, or like there's even one part in the movie like where I think they had a cat and then like they lit something and like they blew the cat up under a chair or something. It was crazy. It was like,
Crazy.
it was wild.
I'll check that out for sure.
But it's funny. But it's like only like 1990s or something. Like I say that like it's old, but it's old for us when it comes to movies. Like we gotta think we're like 22 years old now, so like that's 20 years ago, 20-year-old movie.
2023, or it's about to be 2023.
Yeah. So but yeah, like I think that's an awesome banger movie. It's like, hilarious, classic, funny, and like if you haven't noticed, I'm clicking. For movies like this, I like to pick classics, and I know I left some off, and I'm sure Jbird will touch on at least one of them because there's one in particular for us. I'm thinking we will see. If not, I'm going to mention it anyways afterwards. But we'll see if he mentions it first. But you know, it's just good family fun for me when it comes to Christmas movies. So if they hit that spot, you know, that's all I really expect out of them. I don't expect like some wild new Christmas movies or Hallmark movies. I don't do that. I expect good old family friendly Christmas movies, OG stuff. So
that's fair.
You know, so
and
with yours, I got to know what yours is because if this one's not on there, I'm gonna be surprised. So we're gonna see.
I actually was gonna say The Grinch, but I just erased an honorable mention one and just say my top 3 then.
Okay.
And at the 3 spot, this may be rated low on my list, but I just know this is just a typical everyday go-to. And that movie would have to be The Polar Express.
That's it. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah,
like, bro,
yeah.
You cannot go wrong. Okay. Every December, you cannot go wrong with The Polar Express, bro. Like you just can't.
Cocoa,
you just
hot chocolate, something,
bro.
Yeah, big chill
with
up.
the family. Even alone, it's just fun. Like you could just never go wrong. You know the movie. You watched it every single year in school. Like, bro, you just can't go wrong with The Polar Express, no doubt.
PJ Day.
So I'm saying, like, literally, like, it's the perfect. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's The Polar Express. You can't go wrong. So that's at my 3 spot. And that was gonna be my honorable mention. I was gonna have The Grinch at my 3. But you know what I'm saying? It's all right. You know what I'm saying? The Grinch is a classic in itself. So I just put that in my honorable mention since that was in your top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's very good.
The 2 spot.
So these two right here, I have no idea probably what they could be unless they're one of mine, which I don't think they are.
Hey, my number 1 is probably gonna surprise a lot of people because I think it actually got a lot of bad reviews, to be honest. But
wow,
hey, I like it.
But yeah,
you probably know where I'm going with the second one.
I think that's what I was probably going to put, like the Polar Express, because I like thought about it mid talk and I was like, oh dang, that's a banger. But I say it wouldn't make it on my top 3. It definitely could be up there. Like it honestly probably could take the Grinch's spot, but I'm gonna leave mine as it is because of the classics. But you know what I'm saying? Like if we had a top 5, it's definitely 4. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
Yeah. So.
But So hey, Polar Express at the 3. The number 2 is definitely a classic. You probably are gonna be like, dang, I missed this one. And that is Home Alone. I mean, come on, like, this is a classic. Home Alone.
I never think of that as a Christmas movie. I never think of that as a Christmas movie. Oh my God, that's such a good one.
Bro. And so I got Home Alone at the 2 because it's just such a classic. I mean, like his parents literally forget him at home. He's home alone during Christmas. It's just so good. You know what I'm saying? It's just such a great Christmas movie. It's a classic. It always made me wonder, like, dang, like especially when we had the little toy. It was just cool. It was just a good Christmas movie. It's a vibe. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a different Christmas movie than most Christmas movies that you see. And so I definitely got to put that at the 2. And like I said, my number 1 spot may or may not shock a lot of people.
I'm so curious because now Home Alone, I'm like, dang, I didn't even think of it as a Christmas movie. What other ones have I missed?
I'm missing a lot as well. Let us know your favorite Christmas movie in the comment section down below if you have it already.
Yeah, do that because I feel like I'm missing some.
I'm definitely missing some as well. But like I said, I know, and I tell Nisi, my girlfriend, this all the time, that this is forever going to be my favorite Christmas movie ever. And that's why it's got to be at my 1 spot. And that movie is the 2009 film A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. I kid you not, that is one of my favorite Christmas movies. It is so slept on. It's the animated,
Never seen it.
obviously, the Christmas Carol movies. That's always about the Scrooge and this and that.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's just this particular one. It's like animated. I think it was a Disney
Mhm.
movie, if I'm not mistaken. But it was voice acted by Jim Carrey, and it's such a classic for me. It's definitely my favorite Christmas movie, and just because it's just because that was my first Christmas Carol movie. Because obviously there's multiple real life Christmas carols and different types of Christmas Carol movies, but
Right.
this one with Jim Carrey definitely would have to be my favorite, and I hold that dear to my heart because it's just such a classic. It's really made you realize what the true meaning of Christmas was like, and not even just Christmas, but just enjoying life in general before it's too late. Because you know what I'm saying? For those who don't know what the Christmas Carol is, it was about this old grumpy man that was just grumpy for almost his whole life. He didn't have no friends. He really didn't have much family. And then he died. He was able to look back. Nobody really came to even his funeral, nothing like that. And so he got a second chance basically, and he was turned his life around. He just became a happier, more outgoing person, wanting to do stuff. And I just think that's a great Christmas movie, dude, without a doubt.
I think that's pretty. I think that's. I ain't never seen it, and you're probably gonna hate on me for that. I ain't never seen it.
No, you're good. You're good.
So,
No hate this one.
but one I just thought about randomly, and I want to say it's a Christmas movie. I think it is, but might just be a random one, but it has to be a Christmas movie. But it's Frosty the Snowman.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like I always thought about, like I'm thinking OG, like the old school one, like the one like that had like Rudolph in it, like Rudolph and stuff, like like the same style. Like Frosty the Snowman was pretty legit. Like
classic.
Frosty the Snowman.
I'm saying,
like that. I think that's so that's pretty good. I like that one.
Without a doubt.
Godly, what's some other ones? I feel like obviously we named our top
we're
5.
Definitely missing. We named our
top 3.
I think because obviously you could say Home Alone 2, but I mean.
That was well.
Like, dang.
Yeah,
we're definitely missing a ton. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah, but it is what it is. And guys, and we're going to, I think the best thing to say, because this episode's been kind of short. So I'm gonna start, and I think we're somewhere around 44 minutes now. So the best thing is to say, I think we might keep it short because it's time to spend time with your family, and we kind of planned it this way to be that way, and we need to. I think it's a good thing to mention to always say, understand the true. Everybody wants to talk about, like, you can watch all the basic Christmas movies or whatever. I think it's a good thing to mention, say what the true meaning of Christmas is, or not say it, but, understand that, it's a lot more than just gifts under a tree.
So
honestly,
you know what I'm saying? When you see them gifts under the tree, you're like, your eyes light up. And, but it's always good to, like you said, to remember, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? As much as we want to believe, like, all right, it's just about gifts. I mean, there's more to it. And I'll let Ayzo touch on that a bit more.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
Yeah, of course. It's just that time of year, man. You're wrapping up on the year. Everything's gotten, it's winding down. You've worked the whole year. You get a little break off from school, work, whatever that thing may be. So, just take the time in. Enjoy your time off and spend time with your boys or your family or whatever you have in life. Not everybody has the same family. If your family is spending time with your boys or whatever, or your girlfriend or your wife, whatever it may be, go do those things. Enjoy those times because it's that time of year, and there's always a lot more to life than working and doing stuff like that. So enjoy your time while you have it, and it's awesome, everybody likes the gifts, and let's not sleep. We like the gifts. It's a time to give and show people. It's a lot better, I think, to show people instead of saying I'm excited to see what I can get. I think it's if you're in the position to say, I'm excited to spoil the person or give somebody something to make their day better.
Yeah,
I think that's the better way to do it, because I think if you do that, then obviously the favor will be returned to you, I'm sure.
I'm saying.
Or you will be blessed in some way. Obviously, I say this all my times with Christianity and stuff. So I celebrate it my way and do things. So everybody knows how that works. I'm just saying on my end, no hate. Just is what it is.
And you touched on that. I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to say this real quick. like as like me and you are getting older for sure, so obviously we're not looking on the trend like, oh yes, this is, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's just not the same as we're kids. We're in that adult position now, and I must say it does feel good to get for others than it was to receive when I was younger. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, I love getting gifts, don't get me wrong, but now that I'm taking the time out of my day to go and look for gifts that I know my nephews would like, and it's just like, dang, that's crazy. I was in their positions before, and now it's like, dang, it's a full circle kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, dang, I can't wait to see the reaction that they give once they open this gift and see, wow, Uncle Jeremy or Uncle Jbird really did. He really thought about me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like what it really boils down to whenever it comes to that. I just wanted to touch on that real quick.
Oh no, I 100% agree. It's just like me, I got to go as of this podcast is being uploaded. The day of, I'm actually going to I gotta purchase some more gifts. I gotta buy one of my I guess I'm not married to nobody, but I'm calling him my in-laws. He's one of my in-laws, but it is my girlfriend's kinfolk. He's a great kid, and he I want to touch on giving him. I gotta buy him a Fortnite card. He loves Fortnite. You know, I mean, you gotta, you know, like little young kids, you know, they like their games, Roblox, Fortnite, whatever it may be. So buying people that stuff, or buying my girlfriend stuff, or buying my what I'm happy about is to buy my parents stuff, because they've always bought me stuff. So to buy them stuff back this time, no matter how little it is or how much it is, you know, it definitely helps out a lot. You know, it's just a thought, being able to do that for them, for all the many times they've spoiled me rotten, you know, so, you know, so I'm blessed enough to have the ability to go and give back to them. So I will do my best to do that. And I think if you have the ability to do that type of stuff, you know, people take their time. If you have the ability to do it and you have the people and you're blessed to have the people around you, definitely look towards buying people stuff, because you never know when it could make their day. They might have a rush. Not everybody has an awesome Christmas. Like,
yeah. Now I was going to say, it doesn't have to be the most expensive thing. Like, it could be like Ayzo said, it just could be just a small gesture. Like, even writing a card saying thank you for all that you do, or that I love you. You know what I'm saying? Just something simple will literally make the biggest change in someone's life. You
or
know
going
what I
out
mean?
to eat, or even going out to eat with them. Like I know my mom's always told me a million times, and obviously this ain't the case, but like my mom always tells me, like, you're fine with just getting me a card and just showing up and telling me you love me, or stuff like that, you know. But you never know, like even taking somebody out to eat one day, like if it's your folks, or going to eat with your pops or something, it can make a huge difference in their day, and maybe how they feel about what the day is. They might have something going on, you never know who it is that is going through certain things. So, you know, make sure to always check on those people, and make sure to, you know, wish them a Merry Christmas too. Always wish your buddies a Merry Christmas, because just because you're having a good Christmas, they might not be having a good Christmas. So, you know, I always want to check in on that type of thing, and, you know, just stay, you know, obviously enjoy the holidays, man. That's all it is. Make sure everybody not only enjoys the holidays, is kind of, I guess, what I'm getting at. Like, you're not the only person in the world, you know. So enjoy it, and just, you know, live life.
Don't take it for granted. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, don't take it for. That's the main gist, I guess, I was getting at, is don't take it for granted. You know.
Nah, yeah, that's 100% correct. And like I said, chat, hey, comment down below top 3 Christmas movies. We want to know. You know what I'm saying? We want to know, as just we're just curious. You know what I'm saying? Because our top 3 may be completely different than yours. You know what I'm saying? We're in a new generation now. They probably got different, like, they might like the newer Grinch over the Grinch that you mentioned. Word.
You know, and make sure to you know, always hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and everything like that. And you know, tell us, did we miss any movies, dude? I feel like we might have missed it. Like,
we definitely have.
Like, I feel like we mentioned some bangers, but like, I just feel like I'm missing some, dude. There's got to be something there.
Yeah, without a doubt, we're missing some for sure. I just can't quite put a pin on it, really.
Yeah. And with that being said, man, you know, we're bringing this to a close, and I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. And oh, that was like together, synchronized.
Yeah, hey, synchronized.
hey. But also, like, we don't know how this will go with the New Year's. You know, it's all this new stuff. Yeah. So we don't see you then. Obviously, Happy New Year's. And I guess that's one too. Comment down your New Year's resolutions. Let us know what you know, what the vibe is.
What you want to accomplish in 2023. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening and watching the Bird's Nest podcast. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna like it, you might as well subscribe, because if
you're
like
down
it,
there. You're already down
saying,
there.
Word.
You're already down there.
While you're at the subscription bell, to be notified every time we upload a podcast episode, hit that notification bell as well.
Exactly.
With that being said, it's your boy Jbird Gaming, my co-host
Ayzo. He got hit up.
Right.
And we will
We're
see
out,
you guys in the next one. Peace.